What's up, everyone? So I just finished up at Trader Joe's. I'm about to head home with everything. Figured I would show you everything I got. We needed everything this trip. We needed bread, produce, milk, eggs. Like, we were literally out of all of it. So, and of course I got some flowers because they have the best deals on flowers ever. And I will say this, there was a really long line outside and I literally was like, oh, I should have come earlier in the day. That line moved so fast. They were just like booking people. I think I waited, it was probably 20 separate groups of people waiting. I probably waited 4 minutes. So it was amazing. Anyway, that's all. So let's go home. Alrighty, so I've got everything in. All of this that I got today was $180, if you were curious. That's pretty typical for what we spend on groceries. Sometimes I'll go to Aldi and it's even cheaper. Just ignore my messy room over there. Anyway, so it's pretty much on par with what we spend every week, give or take. Some weeks are more, some weeks are less. But I'm excited to show everything. I'm trying to decide the best way to do this, if I should just lay it all out or just pull it out. We'll see. Okay, but first, coffee in my brand new Nespresso machine. I am so excited about. I don't even know. I think I did that right. Oh, yeah, baby. Do you want in, Pinocchio? Okay, so this is going to be in no particular order. So the first thing, there were a million reasons why I was like, I would like to go to Trader Joe's this week. But a big one was I have been addicted to watching Trader Joe's like hauls, especially in the fall because they have so many cute things. But I'd also just heard of a few good ideas from other YouTubers I watch. One of them was Kendra, who I can link below. She was talking about these butternut squash zigzags. And I think that she literally will just like bake them, put like olive oil, salt, and pepper. And we've done that with the cubes, like the butternut squash cubes, but I wanted to try these zigzags. And then I thought my 2-year-old might actually eat them that way too. So I was excited to find those in like the produce section. And then got some kind of boring but important stuff, some salted butter. We use that all of the time. We got some tofu. We're not big on, I feel like I say this in a lot of videos, but we're not like vegan, we're not vegetarian, anything. We kind of just eat it all. And we also eat tofu from time to time. So we always like to have that on hand. Got some heavy whipping cream we use in a lot of dishes, and just generally I feel like in life we use a lot of heavy cream, which is funny too because I don't think I grew up, like we never had heavy whipping cream in the house, but we use it in a lot of recipes now, like as an adult. Hold on, coffee break. Oh baby, yeah, so good. Speaking of heavy cream, I put half and half in this. I didn't realize the pod I was using was like a double espresso sized pod, maybe a little bit bigger. So I put half and half in it too, and it's really good. Like really good. All right, so we also got some blueberries. We're a big fruit family. Like all three of us, my husband, me, and my daughter eat fruit a lot, especially her. So I'm always down to like get as much fruit as possible. Another thing I'm making actually tonight is Korean beef bibimbap, and so that calls for some zucchini. I actually just wanted one. I wanted to try to find organic ones, and they only had like this pack, so we've got more zucchini than we need. But sometimes we'll slice these and just bake them in the oven with olive oil, salt, and pepper, and it's really, really good that way too. And I've never gotten these before. These are their seasoned Brussels sprouts. Love Brussels sprouts, and I thought this is kind of a nice way. Again, we do it the same way. We just roast them in the oven, but it's nice that they already have seasoning on them. They're already cut up, so we can just lay them out on a sheet pan and bake them. So that's a nice quick veggie for a dinner. We got some strawberries. These were really, really small. I feel like sometimes organic fruit can be smaller. The strawberries themselves looked really good. I'm gonna try this for Gigi. This is their organic whole milk yogurt. There's only 4 in here. It's kind of pricey, but I figured I would give it a shot. We usually do like yogurt, like little tubes, and they sell those, and she liked them pretty well. But I don't know. I just wanted to try something different for her, switch it up. Oh, and then this is this Living in Gratitude Fall Edition kombucha. We like kombucha. We'll drink it a couple times a week. We'll usually split one of these. And apparently this is like a fall version. And I've heard on like in the many YouTube videos I've watched that this is really good. So I just got one so we can give it a try. So we also got some onions. I always like to have an onion on hand. We used to buy like 3 or 4 at a time and they would always go bad. So now I'm getting better about buying 1 or 2, especially if we know that week we're gonna be making something with it. And I do need this for a really good, it's like Mexican street corn. And we'll talk about another ingredient here in a minute. It's Mexican street corn, like chowder. In the slow cooker. I can link the recipe below, y'all. It is so good. And you pretty much just like dump everything in and just like let it cook. It's awesome. Anyway, so onion for that. Got some lunch meat. This is the organic uncured Black Forest ham. This is pricey. It's $4.99 for this. Lunch meat is so tricky, and I'm a little bit picky about the way certain lunch meat tastes, and then just like when you start looking at the ingredients. So anyway, long story short, I'm willing to pay a little bit more, but it is pricey. So we also got, okay, I'd heard about these root vegetable fries. So as far as I understand it, yeah, you just literally bake them for like 25 minutes, but they're made of, there's carrots, beets, parsnips, and sweet potatoes. We love like sweet potato fries and stuff like that, and we make them a lot. But it's always nice when you can save some time and find something that's like decent. And so I'm excited to try them. I know my husband's gonna be pumped about that. Got some lettuce for salad, just their herb salad mix. Got some cottage cheese. My daughter could kill, if I handed her this with a spoon, she'd eat the whole thing. So but she really, really likes it. I've never tried the Trader Joe's cottage cheese, I don't think. So I'll be curious to give it a try. Okay, this may be, I haven't tried it yet, but it may be the most genius thing in the world. This is crushed garlic. And it is, I think it was keep frozen until ready to use. It has no preservatives or anything like that. And they're little cubes of crushed garlic. So we always have, sometimes we'll have garlic on hand, but it's so much work to mince your own garlic. You know what I mean? So most of the time I'll just grab our little jar of minced garlic and use that. But I thought this is so cute because I could just pop a cube out and use that and keep it in the freezer. My husband is gonna lose his mind when I show him this. I think that is the most genius thing in the world. It was in the freezer section if you go looking for it. And it was just kind of like randomly placed. And I was like, wait, what is this? And anyway, then I took our garlic clove I was buying and put it back. Oh, here's another one I was interested in. It's their vanilla overnight oats. And it says it's rolled oats soaked in an almond beverage. We've made some at home. We did find a recipe we actually like. We really like peanut butter in it. And I don't know, I only bought one. I wanted to give it a try. There's not many ingredients in it at all. And I like that it's ready to go, just sitting in your fridge. Just to vary what we eat for breakfast. I feel like I eat a lot of yogurt. We do smoothies sometimes, and a lot of eggs, but I just need to like vary my breakfast diet, Okay, so we also got this Mexican style roasted corn with cotija cheese. This is gonna go in my Mexican street corn chowder that I'm gonna make. They have another like roasted corn thing in the frozen section too, but this one I've never tried and it looked a little bit different. I like that there was that little bit of cheese in it, so I figured that might be really good in this. This would also just be good on its own, of course. Then I wanted to try the sweet potato gnocchi. I've tried the other one, I'm trying to think, I think it's like cauliflower gnocchi, but I haven't tried this one. And so when we did the other one, we pan fried it, so I'm sure we'll do the same with this. And my husband has made sweet potato gnocchi from scratch before, and it was out of this frickin' world. So I'm hoping this will even come close. One of my favorite like quick dinner meals is to just make like a frozen vegetable fried rice, chicken fried rice, whatever, and then some kind of like sweet chicken with it. These are so good. They had a few different versions. I want to say they had chicken fried rice, this, and maybe one other. And sometimes I will scramble up an egg or two just to throw in this to add. I love the egg within fried rice. It's my favorite part of it, so I like to add in more. But this is such a great quick dinner meal. Got some garbanzo beans. I actually got 3 cans of this. We just use these in random things. We like to bake them on their own just as a snack, but then we love to make this garbanzo bean skillet meal that is so, so yummy. I think we have a recipe for it on Tyler's website, so I can link it below if you want like a PDF printable version. So, so good. I also picked up the Mediterranean style hummus. We've gotten this before and we really like it. It's a very simple hummus. It's very similar taste-wise to when we make it from scratch at home. So I really, really like this. They have so many hummus options there. It's comical. I'm like, how do you even pick? So I just went with the devil I knew, And then I wanted to try this. I've tried one of their Greek yogurt dips. It was like their guacamole made with Greek yogurt, but I've never tried the spinach and kale, and it just looked good. I feel like it'd be good with pretzels or like crackers or pita chips. So I don't know. I'm hoping it's good. It's got like a lot less calories and fat and stuff than like spinach dips and artichoke dip, etc. So we'll see. I got some yellow mums here, and then I also got some eucalyptus because I thought those might be pretty together in a vase. So yeah, and again, you can't beat the prices on these. Like even at a regular grocery store, the bouquets they have that are like $3 to $5 at a grocery store are like $10 to $15 to $20. It's crazy. So I love getting flowers there at Trader Joe's. So popping in, I tried to get the eucalyptus and the mums to look good together, and they just did not. So I've just got my mums kind of here on our windowsill. I ended up putting the eucalyptus separately up here. It smells really good. And it's so funny, when my husband popped down, he saw it and he was like, I never really realized what eucalyptus looked like. I'm like, honestly, I don't know that I did either, but it looks really pretty. I'm curious to see how long they last because I've never bought this, These everything pretzel slims, I cannot wait to try, and I actually want to try it with that spinach and kale dip. This I may try before this video is over to let you know, because I've heard these are like the most addictive thing. It's one of their like seasonal products. They have so many fall seasonal things right now, and this is the maple and sea salt kettle corn. I love kettle corn itself. I haven't had it in a long time, so I'm excited to give this particular one a try. We also got their cold brew coffee. I've never tried theirs. We are big fans of coffee and cold brew and everything in this household, so I figured we would give it a try. We like it just black, and then if you know, he definitely will drink it black. Sometimes I'll doctor it up with some stuff, but yeah, I'm excited to give it a try. We typically go for like the Stoke brand cold brew. We also got these autumn maple coffee cups. We do have a Keurig. It was the one that was down here, is now up in Tyler's office, which is right next door to mine upstairs in our house. So I figured this would be fun to have up there if we're making like a cup while we're up there. It's a light roast, which I'm realizing I prefer a light roast with a lot of things. I like that it was maple. I like pumpkin flavored things, and I did get a few, but sometimes don't you feel like you can get like pumpkin overload? Like at a certain point, you're like, I can't handle any more pumpkin. So I figured maple is a good alternative flavor for the season. Miss Liz Hart on like YouTube and Instagram was talking about how good these are. They're these rolled corn tortilla chips. They're chili and lime, and I can't wait. Aren't these like Takis, right? That was like not a health food, but gonna try them anyway. It sounds so good. And then another favorite of ours we get every single time we go, which is not often enough, I think, but it's their Harvest Grains blend. It's like a mix of pearl couscous, orzo. Oh, I didn't know there were baby garbanzo beans in there, and red quinoa. So it's just a really powerful mix of like grains, and it's so good on its own. You can throw a little butter in it when you cook it and salt and pepper, and then we'll have it with chicken. We can throw a little garlic in it to give it even more flavor, but it's just good. We usually use like half the bag when we make it and then use the other, so it's like 2 meals worth. And then this, I'd heard a lot of good things about their petite pumpkin spice cookies. They're literally like shortbread cookies, which is a personal favorite of mine. And then they have like little yogurty frosting or whatever on them. And I thought, well, I will enjoy them. And also my sweet, sweet toddler will lose her freaking mind. She doesn't get cookies often. So when she does, she's like, milk, we needed a gallon. And then I just got traditional organic apple juice. We water this down for our daughter when she does get it. Got some organic whole wheat bread. I haven't tried a lot of their bread, so I'm curious from you guys, what are your favorite breads that they sell there? Because they had a lot of options. The problem is we never need more than a loaf in a week because we won't go through it otherwise. And we need to find a loaf that we all will eat, because like we like seedy breads, but my daughter won't eat it, and we're trying to get that girl to eat like anything that we can get her to eat. And so that's why I feel like this is kind of a middle of the road type bread. Does that make sense? Nanners and some eggs. We tend to go for the pasture raised ones. Dude, I had some eggs earlier today in a wrap, and they were pasture raised. They taste totally different than other eggs. I can't even, it's unbelievable. Oh, so I needed to replace my Zen tea. It's the brand Tazo, and you can get it at like regular grocery stores, and it's my favorite, and I drink in the evening, and y'all always make fun of me because I always say it's just got a little bit of caffeine. Like it's just like a nice little afternoon evening tea. It's not too much. Well, I'm out of it, just about. I think I have a couple more. And so I was looking for a replacement. This one does not have any caffeine, but it's their organic herbal supplement detox cleansing blend. And I thought a detox tea might be really nice in the evening from time to time. It smells really good. So I'm excited to give that a try. It's got clove bud, cinnamon bark oil. Yeah, we'll see. My husband might like that too. All right, we also got some cherry tomatoes. I think we've pretty much exhausted our garden of tomatoes and stuff like that, so I'm finally buying them again. Those looked really, really good. Got some organic, I call these slicing tomatoes. Any tomato that's larger, no matter what kind it is, I call it slicing tomatoes because I usually slice it for sandwiches or wraps or like whatever. Anyway, that's all. Got these dark chocolate cookie sticks. These I heard Amy Lynn here on YouTube talk about. She does a lot of Trader Joe's videos. I can link her below too. And I think these are the ones she was talking about that's like, you can eat a couple of them and it's only like a Weight Watchers point or something like that. So I was like, okay, you've convinced me. And I also got this Honeycrisp apple scented candle that smelled so good. There were so many people snatching these up when I was in the store. It was crazy. And I was talking to this other woman and she was like, yeah, this is a new scent, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, sweet. And it smelled really good. It was like $3. I'm like, that's not bad. Got some Honeycrisp apple, some lemons. And then I got a different kind of olive oil than I normally get. This is their 100% Greek Kalamata. EVOO extra virgin olive oil. And yeah, we'll see. We go through olive oil like crazy. So it's always fun to try different ones. And I also got 2 different cards. I always send my brother a Halloween card. Like, I don't know how it happened, but I just always send him one. And they're only 99 cents. They're so cute. So I'm going to send him that one. And then this, whichever friend of ours has a baby next, this is going to be the card they get because I just thought it was so cute. So that was everything we got as far as assuming I got everything. So I need to get all that put away, especially the frozen and refrigerated stuff. But I did want to try the sea salt kettle corn, or the maple and sea salt. Let's see. Okay, I'm so excited. Okay, it's better than you think. Imagine a really good kettle corn and amp it up like ×5. This is so, I knew I would like it, but this is better than I thought. It verges on caramel corn. You know what I mean? I knew I should have gotten 2 bags. I knew it. It's a win. That is a win. I will buy that again if I go back. My husband won't let me show him because he says he's not camera ready. If you've seen our vlogs, we are never camera ready. Anyway, so I just tried the spinach and kale Greek yogurt dip with the pretzel thins. Wow. If you don't like spinach and kale though, you will not like this because you can taste it and it looks like there's some, is it carrots in there? But or maybe it's diced red peppers. It's really good. You like it too?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We're both like, I'm like, it's past lunchtime actually. So I'm going to be snacking on these. And you really liked the kettle corn too, the maple.
Oh my gosh. I told her to go back and buy the rest of it.
Buy the rest of it. Yeah, I know. Anyway, so 2 thumbs up. So I figure I'll end it here. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, I did do a Trader Joe's haul. Like, it might have been before the pandemic even started. So if you want to check that out, because everything I hauled in there, they still sell as far as I know. So I can link that up in the eye and down below if you want to watch that one next. If you are interested in these kinds of videos, please let me know down in the comments. I love doing grocery hauls. I do them a couple times a month at this point, I feel like. I do like Thrive Market hauls sometimes. I do Trader Joe's. Sometimes I do Aldi, just regular grocery hauls. And we also do vlogs. I do vlogs on my channel a couple times a month, and then we do them weekly on my husband's channel, which is Tyler Travels TV, if you want to check it out. I feel like I'm like weirdly leaning over you. But I hope you'll subscribe and join our happy little corner of the internet, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.